welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Man, I miss you all. Before I go onto the headline segment, I have to tell you something. I'm in a monologue. I was in a memorial service, and almost every day, the thought of PokeMMO would come up. And I really did have I had a craving to come back, and I don't know if you all know this, but actually, in the kitchen, I actually have a calendar. And anyways, I was excited as the day started to go away, and I was thinking, yes, I get to go back on PokeMMO. And it was such a kind of a nice feeling to be able to come back here. It's really I don't know how to describe it. I want to make this one analogy, and then we're going to go on to the headline video, because I know that's why a lot of you are watching. But hear me out for a second. In the United States of America, there's an attraction either in Orlando, Florida, or I think it's somewhere in California as well. But there are two Disney attractions, particularly Disney World and Disneyland. Trust me, this is relevant. So, Disney World, you pay a lot of money just to walk around in a theme park, interact with costumed people, and go on rides and have some food and watch some shows. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but what if I told you that there's another Disney World? Perhaps some of you may be logged on to it as you're listening to me right now. What happens if what you're watching here is kind of the excerpt of a Disney World experience? Let me explain. So, you're at the Battle Frontier, right? And you have all these attractions. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 are shut down, but you still have 2 or 3 attractions, and they're pretty good attractions. Though, I never really liked the pyramid anyways, so I'm glad that attraction has been shut down. But other than that, I really appreciate a lot of the attractions in the Battle Frontier, and they're so nice to tour around, and you get battle points, and it's almost like a Disney World. I mean, you go and you battle trainers, and you get the thrill of, man, I can do it, and all of a sudden you get the battle points, and then you get the prizes. You can relearn some Pokemon moves. You can get some plushies. You can, and by the way, this is all for free. I mean, this theme park is for free, and well, a lot of the stuff here on PokeMMO is for free. So compare that to Disney World, where you have to go into a gift shop, and if you want, a little plush Mickey doll, then you're gonna have to pay a lot of money for it. Compare that to PokeMMO, which gives you secret base items, and you don't have to spend any in-pocket money. The money, or the currency that you spend on PokeMMO for those things, are the battle points, and it's really a fascinating concept for PokeMMO to explore. So, PokeMMO is basically a Disney World minus the costume workers. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our headline video. Okay, our first headline. Man, I actually predicted this, although not with Blue Gym, but I predicted it with someone. I kind of knew from the back of my mind that some staff members are really into the competitive scene. And I knew that one of them may want to go back and try out that passion. And I wasn't too far off. The moment that I left, I was right. Well, Blue Jim left and he seeked his competitive passion. More on that on the tournament segment that I'm about to give. But Blue Jim, during his reign as Game Master, he has produced a lot of good events, and I am going to miss his shiny Farfetch'd. Although he's not a Game Master anymore, so I think he's gonna be a little bit more free to contact with. For full disclosure here, I have to say full disclosure. Blue Jim and I, we kind of know each other for quite a while, and I would like to communicate with Blue Jim a little bit more often, but yeah, I just have to give that disclosure here that the Blue Jim and I have been friends for quite a while. So yeah, Blue Jim, good luck on your competitive endeavors. Good luck. Okay. Now, for the pleasant surprise that I'm going to tell you is this. I saw this and I was thinking, man, this is really, really good. You know why it's really, really good? It's because a lot of people deal with this issue. To be honest, I never saw this coming. And if I could, I would like to share a personal story about my scamming experience, and I'm sure a lot of people have their personal stories. But my personal story, I feel like is a lot more relatable, and I feel almost like it's a little bit more tragic with this particular issue, with scamming. Before I read Rachel Lucario's statement here, I want to tell you a personal story about this. So, this was back in 2014, back when I was just kind of starting off about my YouTube stuff, and there was a kind player, and her name was Node Hunter, and she used to help me so much in the competitive scene. I mean, by golly, she helped me with breeders and all this stuff, and she was a really great help in my endeavor to be the very best, if I can borrow a phrase from the anime. But yeah, I don't watch the anime, but I hear a lot of people saying that, so I presume it's from the anime. Okay. Anyways, so Node was nice enough to give me a Dragonite, level 100, and it had the HMs, and it was nice. But one day, out of nowhere, some guy asked me to evolve his Haunter, and I was just coming back, and I was trying to be nice to the guy. Bam! Node's Dragonite was gone, and I felt a void of emptiness. And then I had a lot of stuff going on, so then it didn't really come to mind. But then recently in 2017, before I left, for some odd reason, it just flashed into me. I was like, whoa, the Dragonite. So I found a Dragonite on GTL for 400k, level 100, and I bought it. I bought it, and then I shipped it over to Node, and I said, hey, in 2014, the Dragonite was not returned to you, so here you go. Well, day after that, and this was before I left, and Node decided to send me a piece of mail that really did, in a sense, make me take a couple steps back and say, wow, Node completely understood what I was going through. And Node, she sent me back the Dragonite, and she gave me a really kind letter with that Dragonite saying, maybe next time, if I want to breed a Dragonite, I want to give you the resources for the final breed, so that way your OT can be on it whenever you give it back to me. So, like, oh, alright. I took the offer, and, you know, I look forward to that very day where I can make that up. Because, you know, it's still a thought at the back of my mind, and, you know, and I'm so glad that the Staff Lounge is taking some steps into combating this terrible trend of ruining people's experiences. Now, for my situation, I am fortunate that Node is very forgiving for me, to me. I am very fortunate. I could probably tell you that there's a lot more people who probably had the exact same situation, except their friend may not be very forgiving. In fact, their friend may have just cut off their friendship because of scamming. Scamming has a lot of repercussions, and for the guy scamming, it kind of puts a guilty feeling in your mind, saying, the moment that, you know, if you're listening to this and if you're scamming, then hopefully this brings a bit of a new light to the discussion. But yeah, so the scammer won't really think anything of it, but the person that was scammed might think, oh man, that was a Kadabra I trained, or that was my Haunter. I really wanted that Haunter to evolve, but I have to evolve it via trading, and I have no friends. And well, the PokeMMO staff have put a stop to that on July 20th of 2017. So that is some good news. Now, it is time to dive into this headline. So let's go ahead and read what Rachel Lucario has to say. Clarifications on scamming in TOS, or Terms of Service update, July 20th of 2017. Rachel Lucario says in her statement, "Hello everyone. Earlier today, we pushed out a Terms of Service and Code of Conduct update to clarify our stance on a few topics and fix minor typos in the document. To summarize, there is now a rule against defrauding other users. This means things like item theft, scams for services, and trade theft are now explicitly forbidden. This does not encompass unfair valuation of an item, but malicious intent when trading with other people. Thank you." And so many people liked it to the point where Rachel Lucario got that heart, and it would probably spoke to the heart of a lot of people in the community that probably had a similar story happen to them. And so, yeah, I really like the move that the staff has. And here's what the rule actually states in the Code of Conduct here. So it's Rule 2E, and I highlighted it. You may not defraud other users of in-game currency, items, resources, or services to be performed, commonly known as scamming. And then Q states, we are currently allowing a grace period of 1 week from the time of this posting, in which we will look into prior cases of scamming. If only if they posted on July 30th. Oh man, I missed the grace period, but oh well. Yeah. If you have been scammed in the past week or have evidence of an older scam, please report in the player reports section with details of your trade so that we may review it. Please note, you need to create a Forms account to report other players. To register, visit, and Q gives link. which, by the way, I'm going to be linking the player reports and the forums registry down in the description below, so that way, so you all can be able to straighten out your scams. So, yeah, scammers beware. It's so nice to say that on a headline video. Yeah, it's really nice. I come back on a really nice note. All right, well, now it's time to go to part 2 of our headline segment. Let's go into our tournaments, shall we? All right. Sorry about that. I'm just kind of reassociating myself as I'm getting back to PokeMMO. It takes a while to kind of get used to the procedures. Billa. All right, and I'm going to try to say this as fast as possible. So, okay, 3, 2, 1. Billa. PokeMMO's Gramble's daily dose of boxing. A NU tournament. Who won? Congratulations to Joestar for first place. I Shudder for second place, and Coged and Elkirans for sharing third place. Congratulations. PokeMMO's Giraffe Rig in the Wild, an NU tournament. Who won? Congratulations to Alex Gore for first place. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Moises for second place, and Giant Pipe and Yabel for sharing third place. Congratulations. Tropius's Tropical Thunder. Who won this one? By the way, congratulations, Icole, for posting your first official event. Congratulations to Stairway for first place, Moises for second place, and Frags and Double J for sharing third place. Congratulations. Presenting Give Us a Doubles Tournament! Sunday, 23rd of July. Who won? Congratulations to, by the way, nice thumbnail. Congratulations to Lorenzo for first place, EYL for second place, and Sparky and Eloriptor for sharing third place. Congratulations. By the way, nice Kingdra animation. Alright. You Cacturn's Hot Desert Showdown. Who won? With the spikes in them. Cacturn looking really intimidating. Who won? Congratulations to Sanjay Support for first place, Epic Verde for second place, and Forfeiter and Blue Breath for sharing third place. Congratulations. Oh, I see what you did there. That's clever. The Machampion Mike's Tournament, Friday of 28th of July. Who won? The McChampion Mike's Tournament. Congratulations to Taurus for first place, Dylan Woods for second place, and Zico Dark and Elo Riptor for sharing third place. Also, honorable mentions to Bulldog Blue, Stairway, Dano, and So. Honorable mentions to all of you. Okay, congratulations to all the winners. And I know I'm terrible at Hulk Hogan. Okay. Bearminator with the team tournament. Alright. Who won the tournament? Oh, I just noticed that just now. You know the little helmets right there? Yeah. I didn't even notice that till I'm actually doing my headline video. It's actually little helmets. Huh. Oh, man. Alright. Man, Johanovic, you're clever on the thumbnails. Who won? Congratulations to Nor for first place and Live for second place. Congratulations. LC Little Steps to Make Life More Beautiful. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Alright, so who won? Congratulations to Blue Jim. See, I told you he was going to be mentioned in our headline video later. Oh, man. And Efron X for second place, and Katina D, and Enchantor for sharing 3rd place. Congratulations. Alright. And the tournament I was unable to cover due to my 3-week memorial. PokeMMO's Absolute Tournament, and I'm going to be mentioning the final battle. So, who won? Congratulations to... Alright. Should I read? Alright, I'm going to read it. After around 4.5 hours of intense battling, there has been a victor. I just wanted to say, and I enjoyed every match I saw, and that everyone deserved to be in the final. Great job to the ones that that unfortunately did not place 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You all did awesome. Now on to the winners. Congratulations to Nick Hillar for 1st place, Blue Breath for 2nd place, and Destruct X for 3rd place. Alright, any links to bracket? Which I don't really want to link right now. Okay. And with that, that should conclude this series. Thank you everyone who participated in all the qualifiers. I hope you all enjoy this somewhat smaller series. Do keep in mind, this isn't meant to replace seasonals at all. I just felt like doing one of these. Well, that's nice of them to say that. Congratulations to the winners once more. Have a nice day or night, everyone. Alright. Yeah. Mike is feeling quite generous on that. So, alright. So let's go ahead and go to our other thing that pleasantly surprised me. So there's a PTS, or there was a PTS. And unfortunately, I don't have a video published by myself. I have, there are other videos on YouTube that you can take a look at. But the problem with those videos is that I need to seek permission from the people who published those videos. I mean, if it was Cube publishing it, then I could publish it. Well, I guess I could publish it, but what I can do is I can save it on my headline file and then show it to you. Unfortunately, the PTS has been filmed by other YouTubers, so I don't think that it'd be right for me to show their footage of Unova. So, in compensation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, and yes, I got disconnected from an overly enthusiastic headline video. Alright, so I'm going to show you the PokeMMO Dev Blog. Now, keep in mind, I do want to try to read this, and I'm going to try to read this as fast as possible, and then I want to basically help you digest the main takeaways from this. Okay, and I'm going to link this in the description below, but for any of you that want to have me read along with you, well then, I'm gonna read along. So, PokeMMO's Dev Blog 50018888. Okay. Ahem. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone! Shortly after this post, we'll start Unova's 2nd PTS event. Things aren't done, but NDS is at a point where it's not completely broken. So that seems like a good time to demo. This blog's to give a quick rundown of the less than obvious things we've been working on in addition to Unova's scripting, since some of them won't be seen during the event. Porting Gen 5 to Gen 3. One of the main problems we've been facing is the difference in how Gen 3 and Gen 5's regions were designed, and how to integrate the new region without creating a disparity in how they're being played. In Gen 5, XP gain was increased universally, which caused pacing to change significantly from earlier games in the series. This has been a small but important list of secondary events, including secondary effects, including. Alright. Bullet point 1. Fewer wild encounters. And then in parentheses, every rate was set to less than half, so players spent more time in grass hunting for rare species, close parentheses. Bullet point number 2, heavier NPC returns, which moved the primary storyline XP gain to NPC trainers. Bullet point number 3, normal grass's levels have been skewed downwards significantly. For example, there has been a 60% chance to encounter a level 20, but there is a 5% chance to encounter a level 26. This type of skew was also present in GBA, but not usually to this extreme. Bullet point number 4. High-risk encounters were moved away from the normal grass into dark grass, which reduces the risk of risk of fainting or even receiving damage from random encounters. Okay, bullet points are done. Okay, we chose early on not to adopt Gen 5 XP curve due to the concerns of over-leveling in Gen 3 areas. But the repercussions only started to be realized lately. In this PTS, you may have already noticed that Unova's wild encounter rate has been increased from being W's, which I presume means black and white. But we still have some other work to do on this topic. Verifying that EXP gain at certain points of the storyline is consistent. That we are not adversely affecting certain rare species with these changes, and that level skews from areas is appropriate for difficulty are all issues which need addressed. Okay, Hordes and Pickup are also topics on our minds. Although more attention has been on the former, Hordes were never given much real thought when they were first implemented. So they sprinkled around haphazardly in the current Gen 3 areas. Eventually, someone said that it'd be a pretty good idea to make them an EVing mechanic. So we went with that and made sure that every stat had its own spot. But one of the flaws with Hordes was that many are too close to healing centers. This devalues the relationship between players farming to create consumables and people farming EVs. So we've been working on a system for Hordes to more optimal EV returns in areas further away from healing centers. This devalues the relationship between players farming to create consumables and people farming EVs. So we've been working on a system for Hordes to more optimal EV returns in areas further away from healing centers, but into higher level areas to increase return for pickup and XP. Each region will have its own farming areas for people who prefer some different scenery and lower levels. Some lower levels will see higher species diversification. Okay, updating Gen 3. So there you go. Now you all are probably wondering why you see the screen here kind of flickering from blue to brown to green. Well, we're about to read about that. Updating Gen 3. Alright, so Gen 5 includes many new moves and species to the game, which leaves Gen 3 in a bit of a pickle. Many sets for notable trainers include Gym Leaders and Elite Four. Don't reflect the mechanical improvements in Gen 4 Plus and have been woefully underpowered as a result. PokeMMO also has the luxury of a very lenient and quick trade system with the GTL, which allows many trainers to be destroyed with a 10k purchase. With the Unova update, we'll be reviewing these storyline battles in older regions and make them more suitable for technological advances since 2004. We've also been working on some Gen 5 features back to GBA to enhance it. This includes season support, so Kanto and Hoenn aren't stuck in an eternal summer. Currently, this is a palette swap, but you may see other effects later on. Alright, this is a screen flickering, for example. Alright, for some reason, evergreens turn orange during autumn in PokeMMO 2. We're not really sure why this happens, but at least it's pretty. All right, yeah, that's that is pretty. All right, so on the road to Castilla City. All right, we still have many more challenges left in Unova, but the very core things that are coming along well. In May, much of our work went towards a new non-grid map type included in NDS, which you can see an example below. Alright, so there's the grid thing here. Alright. Almost everything afterwards has been porting scripting, including fancy things like camera angles, fades, and SFX, adding support for core concepts like seasons, and a new particle engine for 3D battle effects. In Battle Throw and profile sprites for cosmetic items have also neared completion, but only the former will be shown in the event. So I think that means the Battle Throw. Alright. We expect at least one more PTS after this one. Currently, things like character states are fragile, and many of the more complex storyline events are incomplete. So there is a short mountain of work to be done. We'll begin considering release after main storyline scripting is complete and important Gen 5 skills have been completed. That's all for today. Thank you for reading. Alright, so this area. What's the summary for this? Well, the developers are still working on Gen 5, but they are on the verge of getting Unova completed. And I get the general sense that Unova is going to be completed a lot sooner than a lot of you are going to expect. Why? Well, simply put, the developers, they really want to get Unova out into PokeMMO, and I have a general feeling that they are just they're on the verge of being done, and I'm not gonna say a month, but just expect the update, because it's gonna be coming around pretty soon. One more PTS, and boom! After that PTS, any day is a good day for an update. So brace yourselves, everyone. Brace yourselves. Alright, well, that's going to be it. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers. Roy Rogers News. There we go. I'll get used to it. Oh man.